Time to keep you posted with the latest in the sporting world, both local and beyond. A very fantastic Saturday afternoon and welcome to the Touchline. Y254, my name is Maxwell Wasika. As usual, you know the drill. 22162 is our SMS line, starting with the word touch. Big game coming up, of course, as far as KPL is concerned. The Slum Boys of Madara United currently occupying third on 18-team log, taking on Bandari, the Dockers, at Kenyatta Stadium, Machakos County. Remember, that game will be aired live and exclusive on Y254 channel from 2 p.m. And before that, we shall be engaging you on what you think about matters sports. Of course, European League almost coming to an end. Several leagues have already known their champions. Manchester City being crowned English Premier League champions. So is Bayern Munich in Bundesliga, and French moneybags Paris Saint-Germain having been crowned champions of, French League One. That will form the basis of our discussion up next with Joe Saina, of course, alongside Ronaldo Koth. My guest co-host, of course, is a former KPL player, having played for several clubs locally: Madara United, Gor Mahia, Western Stima, and KCB. But before that, straight to the sports pages, of course, main highlights of what has just been happening in the world of sports. But locally, Al City set to take on 16-time KPL champions Gor Mahia Football Club tomorrow to Kasarani Stadium, 3 p.m. Remember, that game will be aired live and exclusive on our mother station, KBC Channel 1. But before that, a little bit of KPL. 3 games lined up this particular afternoon. Of course, Madara United against Bandari to be aired on Y254 from 2 p.m. Sofapaka against Zukericho, 3 p.m. at Narok Stadium. Then FC Leopards taking on Nakumatt in a double-header tie at Kenyatta Stadium, 4:15 p.m. Ronaldo Koth, good to join me on set. Of course, you've been here before. What do you make of matter sports as far as football is concerned? Top flight underway. So far, how is the situation as far as your assessment about the Kenyan Premier League?
So far, so good. Also having in mind that the Sports Pages sponsors are back on board. So I think it's a big reprieve for most clubs, and I think most clubs are also just raring to go for the next coming matches, and also for teams like maybe Nakumatt, Madare, and maybe others who are maybe struggling financially. It's a big reprieve for them, because Sports Pages are coming back to come and sponsor more teams. It will help a long way. So I think most teams are looking forward to go.
Great relief for several clubs locally. Nakumatt FC, the cash-strapped side, of course, with the reliable sources indicating that a politician who contested for Embakasi East parliamentary seat, that is Francis Mureithi, came to their rescue, and of course rumors arrived that he's likely to officially buy the team and get them out of this economic crunch. They have been struggling, and some sort of financial squabbling, you see, affecting the sponsor. But now things look good for them, as even they seek remaining in top flight. But also rumors arrive that they are likely to get renamed and change their name. It's something that we want to be keeping an eye on and see how that pans out. But remember, also tomorrow, several fixtures on card, despite Gor Mahia playing against Hull City at Kasarani Stadium, 3 p.m. Of course, Thika United will play Sony Sugar at 3 p.m. Thika Municipal Stadium. But with regards to Thika, Nicholas Muyoti is off the hook. He parted ways with the team, saying that the working environment was not favorable. What do you think?
Muyoti is a good coach. He's a professional coach, and I think most coaches do that. If they think the environment is not favorable for them, they leave. So I think he had his own reasons why he's leaving, and hopefully the new coach will come on board and maybe just give the team some good results.
Hoping that the new coach will bring life to the team and probably help the team not to be relegated. But remember, Kakamega Boys will be playing Chemelil Sugar at 3 p.m. at Bungu Stadium tomorrow. Viga United against Wazito at Mumias Complex, 3 p.m. Tusker FC against Kariobangi Sharks. And talking about Tusker FC, we happen to attend their training at, Ruaraka-based stadium. And of course, we spoke to their new coach, Robert the Lion Matan, who is buoyant and remaining optimistic that Tusker can get crowned the champions of top flight this particular season, despite a shaky start, but is looking forward to rejuvenating the team. Of course, they have collected 9 maximum points from their 3 previous games, and things are rolling out well for the former FC Leopards tactician, who sacked, of course, despite having helped the Leopards to win Go TV Shield title that enabled them to participate in continental football, that is CAF Confederations Cup. Of course, Robert Matano speaking to us, and if that particular soundbite is ready, then we can listen in and see what he had to say ahead of their game against Kariobangi Sharks. Of course, it will be relayed later, but remember, Rangers will also be playing Nzoia at 3 p.m. at Camp Toyoyo. Robert Matano speaking to us during their training at Ruaraka. Let's take a listen.
Experienced player. You remember one time Otumbo was the best midfielder in this country, so he's a good player. You need, I say, the mindset of a player. If you tune them and change their mentality to change, and they focus for what they want to do, and they get chance, definitely they'll perform. So he has changed completely and is willing to learn. He's very flexible and very friendly. So you can see there is performing.
The spirit that the coach has instilled on the players, the mentality has changed from the previous matches as he came. The mentality of the players was positive, going forward with urgency, with a little bit of tempo. Previously, there's a bit of the tempo was not there when you're moving forward, but now at least you have the urgency of going forward and the aggressiveness to get goals.
That's hard work, and the players are willing to work. So inakuwa rahisi kwa coach sababu the mind is set, on cooperate, and they've realized their past mistakes. So they are changing. The attitude has changed completely. And football is about minds. So they have positive mind now.
Robert the Lion Matano, Task FC tactician, speaking at Ruaraka Stadium during their training on Tuesday, of course, ahead of their clash against Kariobangi Sharks tomorrow. And he's remaining optimistic that they will maintain their winning momentum and collect 3 maximum points against a team that has always been associated with the FKF president, Nick Mwendo. And of course, also speaking was Edwin Lavartz, a player who formerly played for Gor Mahia Football Club, currently at Task FC, and is, looking forward getting a call from the new national team Harambee Stars tactician Sebastian Inye, following, his rejuvenated form currently with the Brewers. What do you make of Matano's sentiments that, they can win the league, and of course he's instilled a sense of, winning mentality amongst the players?
You've heard Matano saying that the boys are ready to work hard.
Yes.
And we know Matano to be a coach. He's an experienced coach who likes players who work hard. Physically, mentally, you have to be ready. So I think it's a new dawn for Tusker FC, because they're the same team that used to have the departed coach.
Yes.
But they used to post different results. But with Matano, they've already started on a high note. So I'm excited. I'm yet to see. I'm just waiting to see how they'll be performing the next coming matches. But I'm sure it will be a new dawn for Tusker, because Matano is not a coach that many players know him as a coach who likes players who work hard. So I know in his team, it will all be working hard all throughout the season.
Of course, as far as the standings are concerned, Gor Mahia, 16-time KPL champion, still on top of the table, having played 12 matches with 30 points. Ulinzi Stars, the military, said they have played 2 games extra, that is 14, with 25 points. Lamboys of Madara United, who are playing Bandari this particular afternoon at 2 p.m., have played 14 games. They have 25 points. Bandari, the Dockers, they have played 14 matches and they have 22 points. Then Leopard sitting 5th on the log after playing 14 games with 21 points. As far as those who are, occupying the top scoring sheet, Elvis Baranga from Zoya scored 11 goals, is number 1. Then Mike Madoya, the last year's KPL overall player of the year, has scored 8 goals. Of course, he's playing for Zoo Kericho. Nicholas Kipkuri from Zoo as well, 8 goals. Clifford Alwanga from Madara United with 7 goals. Ezekiel Odera from FC Leopards with 6 goals. Then Yvonne Isuza with 6 goals as well, also playing for FC Leopards. So what do you make of the contention so far in terms of goal scoring? Of course, no Gor Mahia player amongst the top 5 goal scorers for KPL.
I think so far Rupia has been the new boy. He's the new boy who's taking over the charts, because I think even last season he performed pretty well, and I think this season is his. So with 11 goals with the only few matches that he's played,
yes,
I think he'll be hitting some good numbers coming end of the season. So I think Rupia will be the top scorer.
He'll be the top scorer. Of course, you can take that to the bank if words from Ronald Okoth, a former KPL player, are anything to go by. But now away from matters KPL to Sports Pages Cup, lined up tomorrow at Kasarani Stadium. Gor Mahia Football Club will be playing Hull City, the championship side from England, who just arrived in the country on Friday, and those teams will be locking horns against each other tomorrow at Kasarani Stadium from 3 p.m. That game will be aired live on KBC Channel 1. Remember, the determining team that was to play Hull City, Gor was to play against the arch rivals FC Leopards at Afra Stadium in Nakuru, and they beat them 6-5 through penalty shootouts, and that's why they will be playing Hull City tomorrow in a crunch tie. And of course, Coach Dylan Carr of Gor Mahia Football Club has indicated that every player will get an opportunity to play that fixture. Do you think that is probably a platform through which he wants his players to get exposure from the best and finest?
It's a good platform, and I'm hoping Gor Mahia are going to use that match as a death knell to the Champions League. They know the CAF Confederation match that will be coming next week. So I'm hoping they use it as a warm-up, a pre-match, where everybody will keep fit, everybody will have an experience to play a team like Hull City. So Gor Mahia, I also think they're lucky, because these games are coming at a time when Gor Mahia need to prove itself as a big club in Africa, because they've been playing back-to-back games and also posting good results. So I'm also looking forward to tomorrow's match, and I'm hoping they'll come up with a win, because it will be a big moral booster for them in the next coming game.
Big moral booster for them ahead of their CAF Confederation crunch tie against USM Alger on Wednesday. And of course, Gor Mahia Football Club will be hosting the team from Algeria in a CAF Confederation Cup. Remember, it's the first Kenyan team to qualify to the group stage of continental football, and tomorrow's fixture will be a rehearsal as far as their continental assignment is concerned, considering that Kenyan teams have always put up an awful show, some sort of dismal showing as far as continental football is concerned, and probably Gor Mahia will be seeking to break that jinx as far as Kenyan teams' performance in continental showpiece. But now, finally, in Matter Sports Pages, Ayub Timbe, the winger for the national team Harambee Stars, facing a 3-match ban for using an offensive language against a match official when Harambee Stars was playing against Sierra Leone in African Cup of Nations qualifier. What do you think? Is it indiscipline, or the ban is too much punitive?
No, I don't think it's indiscipline as such, because as a player you have a moment of rush, of blood in your head, and sometimes you utter words that you didn't even expect. And at continental level or at the international level, here maybe you can say it and maybe it will go just like that, but at international level it's punishable, and we've had seen it in EPL, players being fined and banned for some games. So I think it's normal, and I know he has learned from it, though Kenya he'll be missing some crucial games in the national team, but equally I know the person who play in his position will fit in his shoes properly. So it's just a learning process for him.
Big blow for the national team Harambee Stars after the Chinese-based player Ayub Masika Timbe was banned 3 games by Confederation of African Football for using offensive language against a match official when the national team Harambee Stars was playing Sierra Leone in African Cup of Nations qualifier. And it will be a huge setback for the national team as they prepare taking on the Black Stars of Ghana come September in a crunch and mouth-watering tie in Kasarani, of course, come this September as they seek to qualify for AFCON that will be slated for 2019 in Cameroon. It's something that we shall be looking forward to see whether probably Football Kenya Federation will be presenting an appeal to have the decision overturned. Of course, this is the touchline on Y254 every Saturday. We do this from 1 to 3. Remember, Mathare United against Bandari FC coming up next at 2 p.m. That game will be relayed live, exclusive on Y254 channel. We're just taking a short commercial break, but before that, of course, I did some exclusive interview with 2018 London Marathon champion Eliud Kipchoge, 2016 Commonwealth gold medalist as well. Of course, he's speaking to us as far as his plans for world record and his future plans as far as athletics is concerned. Let's take a break as we watch what he had to say.